What's going on, my Gann friends? This is GannJourneyman, and in this video what I'm going to cover is probably one of the more commonly known ways to lay Gann box, but I'm going to throw a little twist with my perspective and some things that I look for when laying these kind of boxes. So I'm going to lay the high to low Gann box here, so if you're interested in seeing my methodology, stay tuned. Alright. So what do we have here? We're looking at Litecoin on the daily, and what I want to do is first mark off my highs and my lows. So I'm going to use the wick as my high and drop it right there. So I have 12/19, 2017, and then let's go find the low, which I believe is this guy right here, 22.24. 22.50. So yeah, 22.24 is that guy right there. So now we have marked off our high and our low point. So let's just lay the Gann box here, and I'm going to take the low as being my low and the high as being my high. And I'm going to get rid of this guy. We don't need him anymore. And once again, I'm using just simple Gann box here. And what I call simple is basically just the 0, the halfway mark, and the 1 on the price and time levels with the angles turned on. So let's go and set the low here. So the low was 22.24. Just verify that right quick. And if you'll notice, I don't have it exactly set on the right date, so let's make sure that that's, there we go, 12/7/2018, and the high was 370. So this is purely just from a high to a low. What do I see so far on this chart? So between this time frame is clearly a downtrend, and what I'm looking for is I see a median line that could come through right here at like a 45-degree angle. So what I do sometimes is just play with the Gann box a little bit until I find that angle that just makes me the happiest. So I'm going to come down a little bit more. Oh, that's okay. Now I'm seeing it. Let me show you what I see here. That's pretty close. So we have clearly a baseline being drawn here at this 50 point. We have a nice tick here with the touch. We also have a nice breakthrough and then another wedge being created, which was squeezed, broke down, and then runs this just nicely. And then this last angle coming down, price falls into it. So overall, I like the way that this Gann box is laying out. So that's good. On my previously built pre-chart, before I made the video, I'd kind of do a run through. This was the price that I found to be a little bit better. Yeah, see how we got the touch here? This also added for the touch here. So this, to me, is a well-laid high to low Gann box. So what about above and behind? Would this work out? Let's throw it up there and see. Very nicely hugs that angle. Almost to the tick there. What about if we went backwards? That's kind of cool. Grab both of them. And if we went backwards, look at that. Runs that angle nicely to the tick here. So I'd say what we have laid is a pretty good Gann box from the start. Well, what if we went forward? So let's go ahead and take this guy right here. I'm going to take him and bring him over here. Make sure my dates are aligned. I may have to, tell you what, I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to grab from here. It's easier whenever you're coming across, and you can just hold shift. I'm sorry, hold control and just copy it, and then hold shift so it holds the XY axis. And laying it down, once again, nice sitting, nice touching on the angles. Nice bounce off the 45. One thing I've also found that I'm liking a lot is making the diamond shapes out of the Gann boxes. So if you'll look here, you'll notice that this area looks a lot different than this area, or even this area. And it's because we've laid a Gann box basically over the 50 or the halfway mark of the previous box. So to do it again, we'll just take this, bring it to the 50, and now we have some extra lines, which, nice touch coming through. It adds some extra angles for us to play with. So let's take another Gann box. We're going to extend it further. And once again, nicely runs the 45. Can't break up, breaks down decisively. And it's now coming across. But let's lay another. Oh, I'm hitting caps lock. There we go. Another nice angle that was followed. And that break point. Interesting. So this is how I look at laying my Gann boxes from high to low. So go ahead, play with this method, and tell me what you think. This can work on any time frame. It can work on any asset or instrument. I mean, you can put this wherever you want and play with it, and it works out very nicely. All you have to do is find that angle within that period that matches the most with the most touches, and you'll be on your way to having a very accurate chart. So I hope you found this to be helpful and informative. If you have, please give it a like or leave me a comment below and let me know maybe some other things that you'd like me to cover. And I'll see you soon in another video. Thanks for watching.